Hey, what's going on, PlayStation? I'm Ray Gutierrez from the PlayStation blog, and to my right, I have Mike McManus. And your title is again, sir?
A gameplay programmer.
That's actually a pretty big deal.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's actually awesome. And you got a theme song.
Apparently.
Tell me what makes a really good co-op game. When you guys decided to say, hey, we want to make Ratchet Clank, but a co-op game with 4 players going at the exact same time, what to you makes that an amazing experience?
So that is something that we didn't just kind of happen upon. It's long and painful prototyping processes to kind of find things that we found worked. Okay. And we actually came up with a catchy acronym for it. So it's CAKE, co-op, obviously, active for all players, kinetic, easy to understand. In general, if we can design something like the Raft and it satisfies CAKE, then it has a really good chance of being really fun before we even put any work into it. I think in almost every level we have really big cinematic co-op experiences. And so it's really about sitting on the couch and you're just experiencing these humongous battles together. And you're having to progress through them together, and you see these like huge guardians that you're shooting, or you see these huge sea creatures that you're shooting. It's a lot of fun to experience together, and that's one thing that we really wanted to set ourselves apart from other co-op games, because it's like the cinematic moment that you really remember because it's so epic.
How many weapons did you guys theoretically have on the whiteboard before you kind of narrowed it down to what's finally in the game? You don't have to give me a specific number, but I'm sure you guys had a lot of challenges where it's like, let's create a gun that shoots out carrots and then bunnies sprout out. Like,
prototype all these ideas first. You come up with these ideas, and it all on paper they always look fantastic. Like the carrot gun on paper probably is like, oh, the carrot gun, that sounds like such a great idea. And then you do it, and you're like, wow, this carrot gun is really, really stupid. Or maybe it isn't, but...
That Ray guy is an idiot. We should just fire him right away.
Let's fire that guy. That was the one big thing in all the Ratchet games, is the weapons are like one of the really, really fun components of them. Basically make those co-op, and we didn't really know how, and the first thing that we did was with the combustor. And so when all the players target a single enemy with the combustor, basically the rate of fire and the damage that they deal kind of multiplies and multiplies, and you do this big like explosion damage and the guy dies, and you're like, yeah, that feels so great. And we wanted to hit that with all of our other weapons. So then you can also use these differing weapons to like kind of mix and match your strategies. And so it's like every battle you kind of have to approach uniquely depending on the characters that you're fighting.
You've never seen Joker work with Batman, and apparently Dr. Ferris is working with the good guys. What's up with that?
He is still evil in this game, and he's still as selfish as ever. And he basically hits this point where he realizes the only way for me to get out of this situation, as much as I hate it and as much as I can't stand these 3 other characters, Ratchet, Captain Quark, and Clank, I have to help them out. They basically live and learn throughout the course of the game.
Oh, no.
And
okay. So keep your friends close, but your enemies even closer,
yeah,
maybe?
That's perfect.
Wink, wink.